Okay, while it's quiet and I don't have the homeowner and Lori running around, I wanted to do a little more video of the inside. This is the front entryway, the hall here. It's kind of a light, like a cream colored. There is some paint damage down to the drywall in a few areas. Some scratches. If you get in the light just right, which it's hard to do, here we go. There's this. So you can see a few areas that need touch up. Also, like the floor trim, although it's white, it's pretty scuffed up. Same with the trim around like the front door. You know, it's painted white, but it's showing a little age in the paint. So could use a touch up. The light switch in the front here, I told you they're all yellow, but there's looks like there was something else here at one point. It's been patched over. In the dining room, Dad, I know you said you liked this table, but this thing, it's pretty big. You can't push the chairs in anymore because of the way the legs are underneath, and it makes it hard to walk through. Like this right here, you have to wiggle through. So, I mean, we can still negotiate for it if you want, but I don't know. I'm not a fan of the table. I like your table better, but that's just me. So in the dining room, the inspector had pointed out to me, these are hard to open, in the window down here, it's a little bit soft, but it's dry. So, and the caulking might not be a great caulking job. So it could be that way from the last windows and not properly, like he said the right way to do it is to cut it out and put a new piece in there and then fill it in. You can also tell the painting in here. Apparently the old color of this room was chocolate brown, and they didn't paint out the inside of the windows fully. Kind of interesting. It could use, you know, some touch up. Maybe even just cleaning some of the walls off might help without having to fully repaint. The laundry room, I haven't heard much about anything in here except that the water heater is older, and that we might want to consider replacing the water heater at some point. It's still functioning, it's just an older model. So in the living room, everything was fine. I did want to point out, I noticed on this TV stand, this shelf on the top here has got some damage on it. I mean, this is written in for free, and you could probably get a new board and re-stain it if you decide to keep it. But it's cracked on each end, so probably in some previous move, they didn't do a very good job of moving it. But this is what I was talking about. This piece right here is somehow like on a track system. So this end piece on the left can be moved to the left a couple inches and still be covered. And the same thing on the right half. So this this can be moved over and still covered by this piece up here. And you have a couple inches, well, I don't know, maybe almost a foot, 10 inches or something to the end of the wall. So if your TV is bigger than his, that unit is expandable. And I'll bring in my tape measure to double check in a while. We tried the propane, the little gas unit, and we couldn't get a spark out of the igniter. So the igniter might have something wrong with it or need replaced. It's also, I kind of like the blue color, it's kind of cool, but the bottom, it could use some touch up too. It's had some things knocked up against it over the years, taken the color off. And again, with the white baseboards, they could stand, you know, a little cleaning up or touching up. The living room blinds, there are 3 separate sets of blinds, and the one on the left is missing the little fascia board at the top. And the one on the right is got a broken slat. And maybe a chewed on slat. I don't know. I actually thought these were wood, and either they're really lightweight wood or plastic or vinyl, I'm not sure. So the kitchen cabinets, these are that cream color with that stain that's been wiped off of them. Where was? And you can see the inside looks like it was haphazardly painted a whitish color. And then the bottom part is painted kind of a yellow. It might match the outside, but not painted super swell. And then the top part is still raw wood. So probably, I mean, the cabinets might be a little bit older. They've definitely been painted over for different looks, but I still kind of like them. The little rustic, beachy feeling. Some of the paint in here is not all that swell. Like, can you see that taupe color up there is kind of, they missed a spot. The fridge, I don't know if I showed it before. The fridge has an ice maker, water. Definitely needs a cleaning. Pretty decent fridge. Just doing a video, but it's all good.